Give it 9 months. No one will be talking about Jesus anymore. It'll be forgotten. The Roman Empire, I mean, that's going to be around forever. I mean, that's why I hate wasting, time on the program talking about this stuff. I'd rather talk about Rome, okay? I mean, I don't know about any of the other stuff the guy's doing, but listen, he took a few pieces of bread. He took a loaf of bread, some fish, and he turned it into like 9,000 pieces of bread and fish. And you know what? The fish was good, but the bread was outrageous. I mean, the bread was really good. I mean, the fish was fine, but I don't know what he did to the bread, but the bread was good. Okay, I mean, I've never had bread like that before, but the bread.
This Jesus guy, he's full of it. He's doing all these miracles. They're fake. They gotta execute this guy, Mike. They gotta crucify him. They gotta stone him to
calm
death.
down. Okay, why don't you go take a long walk in the desert? Okay. I mean, is this Jesus guy who he says he is? I don't know. I mean, maybe he is. Did God have a son? Listen, I haven't spoken to God in a long time. If you're familiar with the program, Bill Parcells and I were there when, God created the heaven and the earth. And you know what? Maybe God said, wait a second, I want to have a son. I don't know. We did have a little bit of a falling out, so I haven't spoken to him in a long time. Simon and Galilee, what's happening?
Hey, Mike, how you doing? You were at that wedding in Cana, right?
Yeah, I was there. Me and my wife. We were invited. Yeah, I was there. Okay.
So did this Jesus guy. Did he turn your water into Diet Coke?
Well, yeah, okay. Yeah. Let me ask you something. What do you do for a living?
Excuse me?
What do you do for a living?
I'm a fisherman.
Yeah, okay. Well, then why don't you go take your fishing net and catch yourself a brain? Okay. I mean, the guy has a really large following. It's enormous at this point. He does have his disciples. Some of them I have run into. I mean, Judas, he's a good guy, and I want to address something about the app, okay? Because people are coming to me saying, Mike, are there a lot of people subscribing to the app? Yeah, there are. It's very successful so far. For people who are saying it's not, they don't know what they're talking about, okay? We're doing a lot of fun things with the app. Later today we're gonna have on Pontius Pilate. I'm gonna do a few things. I was in Galilee a few months back, and I saw the guy. I saw Jesus, and he had just healed a guy. Everybody's making a big deal. He just healed a guy who was blind. So I went up to him and I said, "Listen, I don't know if what you're doing is real or whatever, but I have bad knees. Could you heal my knees?" So he touched my knee, said a little prayer, bing, bing, boom. Not gonna lie, I have to be honest. My knee feels pretty good. Now, am I a believer? No.